Morning, friends. Doing my daily woods walk with Cabu. This is the only property left around where I live where we're on good enough terms still with the neighbors to use for walking. And so I do. The trails that I used to haunt are no longer available to me. I had a little feud with the land manager. It's a long story. It goes way back to when I was young, but the most recent, a little privacy here, most recent incident was a few years back when they had burned some brush, and the brush fire had spread to a ground fire, and it was smoldering for weeks and weeks. It went on for about a month, and I didn't say anything to anybody about it until the smoke would waft into my house at night, setting off my smoke alarms and waking up my children, and my children were chronically coughing, and so I finally reported it to the local fire marshal, and they got in trouble for it, and then they retaliated against me by not allowing me to walk on their land anymore with the dog and the kids. So anyway, here we are. This is a beautiful area too, and this is my favorite walk. Caboose too. It keeps us sane, mostly. So I don't really have a point to this video today. Haven't made one in quite some time, and I'm just constantly sort of torn between not wanting to interact with anybody and wanting to reach out and interact. So today I'm being social. This is me being social. I'm alone in the woods. Somebody pooped out here. I don't know who that is. I can't flip the camera around without turning it, but there I am. Me. Getting older. Getting grays. Some wrinkles. But staying healthy for the most part. Getting a little down on myself for not working, not losing weight. But I think I do a lot. And I lost my position at the hospital in 2021 for refusing certain things. It took me a while to really process that whole event, and tried to launch a health coaching business, and not of course, but it was not successful, has not been successful yet, I should say. And so recently I sort of beefed up my website and added the service of private duty nursing to it. So locally, I put an ad on Craigslist, and I actually got a hit right away for somebody. So I get to go and do that today, this afternoon. Make a little bit of income for the first time in years. So that's good. I'm happy about that. Hopefully it continues to pick up. I know there's a lot of people in need of it, but it's definitely gone out of style, this private duty nursing. There's a lot of unlicensed caregivers out there that can come and wipe your ass and help you up to the bathroom and change your sheets and stuff, and you can pay them $18 an hour. But I don't see any other registered nurses in my area doing this, independently anyway. I think concierge care, which is more of a doctor nurse thing, is going to make a comeback, but it's sort of slow going. The healthcare system is in a controlled demolition right now, final stages of it. And so those of us who want to carve out an area for ourselves outside of that, but still, caring for people in a meaningful way, are really struggling. So, just getting going. My grandmother was a private duty nurse for years. So it used to be a thing back in the 60s, 70s. But, like I said, it's gone out of style. So, I'm going to bring it back. So this is our little slice of heaven here that we wander around in every day. When my kids aren't in school, they come with me. And we splash around in this brook. The brook's really low right now. It's been dry. But there's crayfish and salamanders, worms, all kinds of fun stuff. My daughter loves to pick up all the creepy crawlies, which is funny. Hi, Cabu. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? You are. Yeah. She is a good girl. My constant companion. Actually, when I was terribly lonely, about 5-6 years ago, I prayed to God to send me a companion. And it's not really what I had in mind, but she came into my life within 2 weeks. She came into my life, and I must say that he really does know best. Because I love her. Kids love her. She brings so much joy and comfort into our lives, even though she sheds all over the place. But, yeah, like I said, I don't really have any dewdrops or anything profound to say today. I just wanted to share my walk with you, lovely internet people out there. I haven't figured out how to edit or do anything fancy, but still wanted to say hi. What can I say? There's just been a real heaviness in the air, and I don't think it's just me. I think those of you who are sensitive to these things can feel it too. There's recurring things that happen in my life around these times of heaviness, and right now it is my alternator going. This is the third alternator that I've had put in 100,000 miles. which isn't right. And that happens about every 4 years, I want to say, so far. And I don't know, it's just like a marker of the cycle, I've noticed. For now. I'm sure it would change if I got a new vehicle. Different problems. That's this tree. This tree has grown together, and it always groans and creaks with the wind. Spooky. But it's just because those two trees grow together and they rub together in the wind. I find it comforting. This area we call Red F Village because during the season there is so many red Fs. One day we counted 98 on this walk. But it's not the season for them anymore. And I am about to go uphill, and so I'm going to sign off so I'm not huffing and puffing too much. Often on these walks, I have what I would consider profound thoughts and ideas, and I want to share them. So that's why I brought my phone. I thought maybe I'd have that today, but more of a social call, I guess. So anyway, chin up, everyone. It could get worse, could get better, could get worse before it gets better, could get better before it gets worse. Hard telling, not knowing.